Good rising, brethren. This is Big Judah coming to you guys from California. Before I begin, give all praises to the Most High Yahweh. Acknowledgement to the earthly mother. Who is wisdom? Who is the Holy Spirit? Acknowledge Yahweh Shai. I pray the Most High blesses this lesson this evening, gives more knowledge and understanding of the events of the past, in order to understand events that are currently happening on the earth, so we get a much better understanding of the things that are soon to come on the earth. Just saw this a little while ago. Just want to show you, just how the Most High is moving. How the Most High is bringing down this system. See, the other nations have put their, like always, they put their faith first in white Jesus. He was going to stop this plague from coming. Let's all get together. Let's all pray together that this plague goes away. Your prayers apparently have fallen on deaf ears because the plague is getting nothing but worse. Then it's, now we got the light at the end of the tunnel. We got these vaccines. They're going to be the tool that's going to get us back to life as normal. That's what even Biden's talking about. Trying to get their life back. Trying to get their way of life back. Well, that's not working either. All of a sudden now there's not enough supply of the vaccine, and a lot of the states are running out of vaccines. They were told there was all these vaccines being held back. Now it's not working out that, that's the case. Many people thought, okay, as soon as we get old Trump up out of here and get Biden in place, things are going to get much better. Unless the Most High tells you you're good and he's going to take away this plague, you're not getting out of it. Now all of a sudden, these other nations care about us black people so much that, we need to take this vaccine because, we've had it so bad, and we've had bad health care, and, and bad food, and all, unhealthy foods and all these other things. And I'm like, yep, we have had all that. But that all pretty much proves how, if you have an unjust system, then it's an abomination. So every time you guys say that all these, the black people, they've had it rough, their healthcare is so bad, it's unequal, it's this and it's that. Yes, that it pretty much incriminates you more and more every time you say it, because you set up this unjust system. And now all of a sudden you think that, if we give you guys the vaccine, that'll make up for all the bad stuff we've been doing to you. And see, many of our people are aware of what they've already done to us through the medical system. And, we don't want to take whatever they're offering in order to help, because every time they try to come and help, they are always screwing us over, giving us diseases, letting us just keep the diseases, like the Tuskegee experiment. You see, you guys have been screwing us over this entire time, but all of a sudden now you care about us and you guys want us to take the vaccine because you're trying to help us out. But see, now you're getting to the point where, a lot more people don't want it. So you're trying to go to, the same old playbook. Well, let's go get them some of their sports people to take it in front of them, and then that'll get them to take it. I'm sure you guys did exactly the same thing for the last, few hundred years. Try to get someone, maybe one or two people that, our people look up to, and try to get them to get us to conform. And that worked fine when it was your blessing. But now you see right here, Hank Aaron took the jab, took the vaccine, trying to inspire more of us to take it. That's not going to work this time. But then look at what happened. Hank Aaron, 86, receives COVID-19 vaccine and hopes to inspire other black Americans to do so. January 6, 2021. So, look at me. I'm going to take it. Now, look, I was fine. Look, I'm just fine. Yeah, I took the vaccine. Look, I feel great. I'm going to walk up out of here and I'm going to be just fine. So, you know what? Since I took it, why don't you do the same thing? You guys had better be very careful. You 2/3, be very careful. Because I know they're going to try to do the same thing with, cause I heard NBA players talking about doing the same thing. I'd be very careful. So the Most High is not playing. So you don't know which one he's going to take, but he's going to take some of you for trying to get his people to go, to actually walk away from the Most High and put their faith in these vaccines. That's all that the world is trying to do. Use the people that have been joined hand in hand with the wicked, and use them as an example to get us from turning from our power and putting our faith in their vaccines, putting our faith in their sciences. So then what happened here 2 weeks? 2 weeks later on, Hank Aaron, MLB legend, dead at 86, January 22nd. 16 days later, after he went in and took the vaccine, I'm sure he's like, hey, I'm good, you guys take it too. 16 days later, he's gone. Now, there's been quite a few. I've seen a lot of these stories about people, taking the vaccine, and then around 2 weeks later, they're gone. This wasn't the first one. Then I hear this morning that Larry King, their host for CNN, passed away as well. He got COVID last month, or a couple of weeks ago. I'm not sure how long ago it was. But they're not saying why he died. See, that's the whole thing even with Hank Aaron. Well, they don't know exactly why he died or how he died. It's not going to say COVID. It's going to say something else. It's not going to say he died of the plague. It's going to say something else. So, like I said, a lot of these athletes and these people in these positions, I said, you better be careful. I said, because now you're not dealing with just, you're not dealing with the Most High power who's quiet now. The Most High is putting it straight out there. He's destroying the other nations. He's destroying everything that they put their belief in. If they believed in white Jesus is going to save them, the Most High has destroyed that. Shut down those churches. Made it so that, a lot of these people can't go to those ley lines and get that power. They can't get us to get in there and give them power through our prayers. 2/3 that are going in there with them, with the other nations. He's taking them out too. They're high and mighty people that they put in these positions, these high profile positions for all this time, like Larry King, taking them out too. And it's about to get much worse. Now all of a sudden they can't get these vaccines out. They can't produce them fast enough. Now they're saying, okay, well, it's hilarious. They tell you to listen to the science, listen to the science, listen to the science. Well, their science said, depending on the vaccine, that after you get the first dose, you're supposed to take the next one in 3 weeks or 4 weeks, depending on the vaccine. Now all of a sudden they're saying, well, it's okay if you go extend it out around 6 weeks. Well, I thought you guys said listen to the science. Well, is that going to be okay? Well, we think it'll be okay. Yeah, it should be okay. I mean, everything is like, I think, I don't know. It should be. But see, that goes against your science. That's almost double the time that, you're supposed to be going in between intervals of taking these vaccines. And you guys it's okay for you guys to kind of, just rig it up however you guys want right now and say that should be okay. Now you have various strains. And that's what they're allowing us to hear. That I'm sure there's more than what they're telling us. They have the UK strain, they have the South African strain, and they have one here in California. Now they're trying to say that the vaccine is going to work on all these different strains, which we know isn't true. Because when you get a flu shot, the flu shot only works on certain strains. It doesn't work on all of them. So I don't know how you can produce like a vaccine so fast, but then all of a sudden this one works on everything. It's like the do-it-all vaccine. Now they're saying that this UK variant, which is more contagious and potentially more deadly, is going to be the dominant strain in March, which of course is what? Our new year. So we're talking about a new, more deadly strain being, here by March, at the beginning of our new year. Everything revolves around us, if you guys have not realized that yet. Everything revolves around the Most High and his people. So he gave you the first year of dealing with COVID, the plague, and now the Most High is about to ratchet it back up again here in our new year with a new variant. And God knows what's going to happen between now, January, and March. So it just shows you how the Most High is in charge. Not man, not their science. And now the Most High is shutting them down. Now, I heard pretty much, I think it was Fauci was talking about yesterday on the news, kind of like how what they were doing was they were just giving like a lot of news, just painting a rosier picture for the people. And we know that's exactly what they've been doing this whole time. Just giving the information, trying to paint a rosy picture. Because they're trying to hide how bad things are. Because they already see how people are reacting, even with the rosy news that they've been giving them. Oh, and I was all of a sudden, and it's funny to sit there and listen to that, and then all of a sudden, Fauci's like, well, I think if things go well, we can get back to normal by the summer. It's like you're still painting these rosy pictures. Because he knows that these demons have no faith. And that all they're here for is to enjoy themselves. And anything that gets in the way of them enjoying themselves, these people lose it. And that's exactly how they are right now. So as you can see, the Most High is moving. We're getting a lot of great emails. Thank you for sharing them with me about all this information. So, these 2/3, I said, be careful. When they get you out there to go take the jab, in order to get more of our people to go out there and get that vaccine. Because all that is they're trying to use you for an agenda. They're trying to use you to get the Most High's chosen people, the ones that he's called. You're trying to entice them to follow the ways of Mahan, to follow the priests of Mahan. And the Most High doesn't look kindly on people trying to get on you 2/3 or you Gentiles trying to get us to turn our face away from him. Most High is going to make an example of you for trying to get us to turn from the Most High and put our faith in the Gentiles and their pharmakia and their priests of Mahan and their science. The Most High wants us concentrating on him, putting our faith in him, that he is going to provide and that he is going to protect us, and not these vaccines. So like I said, be very careful, people, of the ones who are trying to get us to conform and follow the ways of Mahan and his society and his science. All praises to the Most High Yahweh. Acknowledgement to the earthly mother. Who is wisdom? Who is the Holy Spirit? Acknowledgement to Yahushai. Shalom.